time to do this lava place. Praying for as few crashes as possible, as always. But it looks like we have rather bright scenery, so who knows? Oh my lord. I just got done playing Baldur's Gate 3. So I tried to open my menu by pressing right trigger. Might be rough getting back into this. Let's see here. All the good stuff should be down here. I do remember that why does it say lightning perfume bottle causes blood loss buildup? Oh no, it's the water. It's comparing to the katana. Okay. I do remember that these lightning perfume bottles were terrible. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I also remember that was not especially good. The ghost flame on the gugs. Always love to play with some great katana. I imagine there might be some fire resistant, maybe ice weak enemies in here. Maybe it was premature to get rid of the ice weapon, but I don't know, I just didn't really like it last time I tried it. Let's see. I have other options for cold damage anyway. So I had something good. What was it? This guy and probably something else or two. Oh, dragon scale katanas. I have a gut feeling this reminds me of a hero's grave, so it might have skeletons, or it might have chariots, or it might just be totally different and not a hero's grave. You don't have to overthink it, but it's also kind of fun to overthink it when you don't know what you're getting into. It's part of the blind experience, you know? I'm sure we'll change it up as we go. Woo! Look at these. Potency of magma, stamina recovery, health. Alright, let's just roll with what we got. And unset this. Did I just finish the... I thought I just finished... I don't know why I had Handle of Millennia in the Iron Jar. I thought the laughing enemies, or crying enemies, whatever it was a while ago. Do I have all the crystal tears that I think I have? Spirits. So I might want to play with that. Yeah. Let's see here. I do kind of want to play with the new crystal tears, so we'll roll with that. But if I'm going to be blocking, I might want to choose something else. I'm not really familiar with the guard counter of Grave Scythe. I actually don't have any clue what the guard counter looks like on that. Oh, the guard counter on these are really good. I definitely want to play with this. Yeah, I'll just do this good old thing, and it should be fairly easy because this weapon art's overpowered. I've totally disconnected from PvP for so long that I can only imagine this weapon art is hated. But who knows? Come on. One time I want to read the message instead of the ladder. Hit them where they're the weakest. Oh. Yeah. Oh, is it immune? No. Don't know what happened there. Alright, so obviously... Oh my god. Oh. Alright. I think we're looking at... Let's try some physical... No, fire resist. There you go. I think that weak spot is on the lower back there. Is that like a forge operator? It looks like he has an apron. There's something around the corner. There's always something around the corner. Oh my god, that's a lot of health. Yeah, the delay attack every time. Always trying to make it feel like an idiot. It looks like it's made of rock or clay. It's like a little butt plug with a gem in it between their cheeks. That was rough. Alright. I know the backside is allegedly the weakness, but in general I think we're looking at... It just feels like a weak to strike damage situation. What did I have here? Ah, yes. Alright. Oh, it's an anvil. It's a really crazy anvil. Some slow hit point regeneration. Oh my gosh. Let's do a little bit of... A very mixed bag of smithing stones here. Gas stone. Found in ruined forges, so maybe there's more maps like this one. Block of stone infused with hot gas, which I used for crafting items found in ruined forges. Perhaps these were ones used as fuel in the smithing process. I don't know why it has to say perhaps. Just you can just say it if it is or isn't, you know. uh, hmm. Fairly mediocre smithing stones for DLC, so it's very interesting. Praise the message, all the more healing. Oh, come on, guys. Stop. Hello? Why are there so many people itching for healing around here? I'm not going through this dungeon backwards, am I? Alright. It feels like it should be dislodgeable. No, it did the same damage, didn't it? Oh, hello. Alright, so they're both weak to strike. Or weak enough to strike. What? Visions of explosion? Why? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't feel like I've read any lore on these dudes yet, just seeing them. They're interesting enough. I have to judge which I think is the dead end. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Let's upvote this one. Greater Potentate Cookbook. Hefty Volcano Pot. Sounds believable. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you know, I've never been satisfied with the volcano pot damage. It's a nice little damage over time effect, which definitely has its use cases, but the damage itself is not big, so I wonder if that'll be same for the hefty version or if it'll actually be formidable. I remember seeing you. You can't fool me. Neither can you. Oh, how do I get over there? Huh, that's what they meant, okay. I guess some people have ran past those guys. Or else there's some kind of different experience of this map that I'm not getting. Be wary of danger, lift required ahead? What does that even mean? I'm so confused by some of these messages. Okay, so something big is gonna happen when I pull this lever, huh? Okay, well now I'm curious. Ah, shit. I shouldn't drop down there before pulling it, should I? Oh, there's a guy. Okay, so that other place must come out right there. Hopefully it lowers the lava level instead of raising it. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's happening. Oh. But you'll have to pull the lever again at some point, I bet. Perfect. Alright. Smith script dagger. I'm intrigued. Let's see it. Fuck. I did a Baldur's Gate 3 menu again. Where are we? Dagger engraved with a Smith script. Reduced mass enhances the effects of the smithing arts, allowing this weapon to function as a throwing dagger for all attacks. Once thrown, the dagger instantly reappears in the wielder's hand, incompatible with Ashes of War that grant skills with an affinity. What? Piercing throw, throw armament with a powerful spin, causing it to bore through foes. When using this skill, the armament can be thrown further than normal and also pierce through enemies. Well, I'm definitely going to try that. Reduced mass enhances the effects of the smithing arts, allowing the weapon to function as a throwing dagger for all attacks. That sentence does not make any sense, but sure, it can be thrown and it reappears in your hand. Fine. I love it. Does it have a little fiery glow? Yeah, when it reappears, it has a little Smithy Forge fire glow. If I had to guess, if it's anything like the bow and arrow, it's gonna do very low damage. But who knows? Maybe the poise break is good at it. We'll see. It could also just be a fun roleplay weapon. Excuse me. Ah, crap. How much you want to bet there's something hiding on the lava way back there? Just like Dark Souls 3. Alright. I'll upgrade those when I'm next near a bonfire. And in the meantime, gotta go with Old Reliable again. Ah, fuck. TV powered off. shit. Powered off again. Okay. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay. Something falls on me. I have to maintain balance. That'd be kind of funny. Oh my god! Where did that come from? I knew it! What did I tell you? Ow! Come on! Okay, so the lava is now spitting out up here, is that it? And is this officially a shortcut from the bonfire? And is there any stuff on the ground way down there? Not that I'm seeing. Yeah, not seeing so. Okay. Oh, that looks like some kind of special forge. Anvil Hammer, ancient dragon smithing stone. Relatively simple dungeon. Does it require faith? Yeah. And intelligence. That's intriguing. Oh, this requires faith and intelligence too? No way. So is it, what kind of damage? Only physical? This just fire. Interesting. So maybe not golden order, but like, it's interesting that it has quadruple scaling. That's really intriguing. What's the lore implications of this thing? Look at it. That, my friends, is some kind of forge hammer. What am I short on? Faith? 23. Oh, no, I got it. I got it now. Alright. I've never seen this weapon before. I guess I'm forgetting that I'm still pretty clean for spoilers on the DLC. Alright. So, it feels like it's a colossal. Let me check the class. Yeah, it's a colossal weapon, and this is throwing blade. Yeah, it feels like a very vanilla colossal weapon. What? What is with that? So does it do piercing damage? Oh, I almost forgot to read the lore. Shit. One of the treasures of the ruined forges. So I guess there's going to be multiple ruined forges and multiple of these treasures. A tremendous hammer that incorporates as its head the red-hot anvil of the forge. Makes sense. It is said that the anvil's shape is inspired by that of an altar, and that long ago it was indeed used as such in rite and ritual. Smithing art spears slam the red-hot anvil into the ground, sending up countless spears. As it is pulled out, the spears disappear instantly. So there's some kind of smithing lore definitely happening here. Not sure it's the weapon for me, but we'll see. Alright, let's go pump these up.
Oh, Smith, now. Lay out your arms.
Regular smithing stones. Very interesting. Somber. More damage than Great Stars, less damage than Giant Crusher. More damage than Bloodhound Fang. That's good, because Bloodhound Fang can outperform a few Colossals, that's for sure. More damage than the Great Sword. Aha, but it's split damage, don't want to forget that. Fire. And physical. Do I need a fire and physical weapon that I don't have already? Well, there's this. This does 892 versus 902. So it's really close to the Magma Worm Scale Sword, but I have a feeling I would like to use the Magma Worm Scale Sword more. It has better dex scaling, worse strength scaling. $892, $902. It's really dang close, but if I had to choose between a colossal moveset that weighs 22 and 18 FP, yeah, I think the scale sword comes out on top for my purposes. Do I have any other notable fire weapons? Bandit curve sword, yeah, that's going to be really high DPS fire if I need it. So, not for me. That's fine. Granted, that is at +9 instead of +10, but I think I've seen enough. It could be fun if you're like surrounded by a bunch of weak mobs, but the enemies in Elden Ring have so much health points, even when they're like zombies. I don't think it's gonna like one-shot anything. And Magma Scale Sword is an AoE too, so I don't know. Smith Script Dagger. Compared to Lightning Misericord. Less damage than a Lightning Misericord. What did I tell you? It's gonna be low damage. Ooh. What about Raptor Talons? Less damage than Raptor Talons? Come on, guys. 326. Oh, I didn't even see the infusions. It's a regular smithing stone. So you can use Ash of Wars, but you can't.
I'll smith now.
What are they telling us? You can't give it an element infusion for some reason. What does the lore say? Incompatible with Ashes of War that grant skills within an affinity. That doesn't make sense. All of these are affinities. Are they talking about status effects? So if I make it bloody, it has blood loss build up. Let me move to a usable smith. Where I can test things. Ah, fuck. Maybe it's just trying to say that the thrown daggers don't carry the affinity. Because they've nerfed bullets getting statuses. What is that red texture? Is that not a glitch? No, okay, that's cloth. Yeah, okay. Alright, one of my favorite punching bags. They should be bleedable with enough time and patience. So this is probably bleeding. Yeah, that bleeds. But this... It does bleed. Or did I just get too close? Okay, yeah, that definitely bleeds. So it's not talking about status effects, and it is talking about affinities, maybe. I'm so confused. Why does the description say it's not compatible? Incompatible with Ashes of War that grant skills with an affinity. That makes 0 sense. Is it just not gonna work with Thunderbolt? Come on. You're still throwable, you still do lightning damage. What is going on? I'm so confused. That still does magic damage. Guys, I have no idea what that description means. Alright, so maybe it's wrong to compare this weapon to the Misericord or other light weapons, and maybe it's better to compare it to bows and actual consumable throwing daggers. It's kind of like the perfume bottles are to perfumes as this is to throwing daggers, right? So I'll test that in a minute, and it could still be, it could be good because I do use throwing daggers to keep steady DPS on bosses. So we can compare it to a kukri. It's a lot shorter range than a kukri, but it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they just had extremely awkward technical writing, and so they said throwing dagger for all attacks, and they're like, oh wait, it's not all attacks when it's this thing. right? This is not a new throne version of Carrion Grandeur, right? It's still melee, so maybe that's what they mean. But I don't know, man. Alright. So let's try putting I assume it's gonna do more damage when I quality infuse it. So let's just try standard infusing. It's 326. Quality infusing is 355, 351. Yeah, so quality is the way to go for me. I just don't get the built-in Ash of War for it. So now that I have it quality infused right now, I can compare it to throwing daggers and kukris and fan daggers. And the requirements are met with the Great Rune. $131. Yeah. $131, $269, $275. Yeah, so it does more damage than those. But it's a very short range. The damage varies a lot. I'm not seeing a precise number. 372, 372, 358. So it seems to have a fall off. 346, 328. Yeah, so I think that's standard thrown item damage fall off, but like a really short range. The point is though, alright, so how much is one? Well, if you hit one, you're likely going to hit both. And it does more damage than a kukri, even if 171. Okay, so it's worth about 3 plain daggers. Yeah, and so it's a nice little pocket weapon if you want throwing daggers without needing, and you think it's more convenient to rotate your hand than to use a consumable, because there is a lot of consumable contention, and also you can put a weapon art on it, so that's handy too. I could see this being useful, especially with the right weapon art on it too. You can parry with it. I feel like is it stupid to say let's put a long range option on the short dagger when it's a thrown dagger? That's a lot of damage for a dagger. And a nice horizontal sweep. It feels cheesy to just put Bloodhound Step on it, though I can imagine wanting to back away from a boss but still intermittently apply damage at a distance, and I'm kind of playing defensively. Yeah, not a lot of good options here. Could make it a buffing stick, but does the buff disappear if you swap it out? Yes, it does. Alright, fuck it. I can imagine trying to just goof around and have fun and want to parry something. I think let's think about this. When I want to pull out daggers, I put it on my quick pouch, so I can always have it. And I don't need to do a weapon swap. So does this serve any purpose? It does more damage. It is more convenient to apply ranged status than the bows. Convenient, not necessarily better. More convenient, not necessarily more better. But I think statuses are not overly effective to begin with. Maybe it could be a freeze option, because I'm constantly thinking about like, oh, I'd love to freeze something and get it, get that debuff on it, but most freezing options are very melee or FP intensive, right? Like there's Ashes of War. And I do have my thing here that can freeze stuff really quickly, but then you gotta do a heavyweight swap when you can just have this in your pocket. But if A lot of enemies just put up a shield. And I bet this is completely useless against that. Like if I were to test in the Hallig tree. I don't think it's a main weapon, so you have to ask, when am I pulling this out? If you wanted to status effect build up, and just act evasively until you can get it. Maybe Bloodhound Fang. The middle throws do come out faster than the first couple of throws. You can really tell. It might be viable. Could be a little bit safer than getting in true melee distance, and it's lightweight, and it doesn't cost FP. It's just not quite long range. But yeah, it's like an endless amount of cold damage, right? Hell, maybe pop this on it and get them all distracted while you're nailing them down. Ah, you can't do cold infinity with that. Shit. Something to close down the distance. I think Bloodhound Fang is fine. Or we'll just roll with it as it is for now. See how that does. All right. So that was an instant frostbite. What about fully charged R2 is an instant frostbite. R1 instant frostbite. It's reasonably quick. What if there's something with more frost resistance though? Oh my god, no poise damage. I don't think this passes the Clean Rot Night test, which is it easy to kill someone who like actually puts up a fight? Like, you can tell the difference is night and day, right? I don't know, man. It would be a nice substitute for consumables if its range wasn't so god awful, because if it's just short enough range that you kind of just want to go in to melee anyway, and you're not exactly a fully safe distance away from them. Let's lastly compare the damage to a bow. Less damage than these, less damage than claws, more damage than a crossbow, thank god. Less damage than an Alban arc bow. That's a combination if I've ever seen one. Less damage than a short bow. What the fuck? It is nice to have ranged attacks. um, to just fuck with enemies. That's why I do like the Stormblade, and it doesn't cost FP, and it's a lot faster than it's a lot faster than bows. It's a lot higher damage than regular throwing knives. So I think I don't like. It's not gonna be a good niche for freezing enemies, but if I just quality infuse it and just use it to taunt enemies at medium range, and sort of break their AI because they can't figure out what attack to use. It is easy, it just takes a while longer, and it can sort of break their AI at that medium range, and it doesn't cost FP, and it's fast. So I guess it's fine if I just stick to quality. Let's do a little run on these guys. Yeah, and those medium hits do pick up speed. Embarrassingly short range. Yeah, what it lacks in raw damage quantity, it makes up for in a little bit of reliability and steady application. It's kind of like having a really long spear that attacks really dang fast. Did I seriously walk off? Alright, so if I'm not going with Frozen, I don't think I would really, truly pull this out on a boss. It's not likely anyway. But what I might do is just pull it out on the level. And how does it interact with multi-hit talisman? The better Ash War might be this after all because I'm doing quality. Yeah, if it does interact with these, that could be steady. No way it does. Yeah, this is a great Ash of War for it. Oh man, I might like this after all. And you got the multi-hit build up after all. Yeah, this is actually great. Yeah, this is fun. I found the way to make it work. Alright. Remind me if that Ash of War works on Clean Route nights. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's great. This is a tomfoolery weapon, that's for sure. And it, you know, because with that Ash of War too, like, it's so annoying to be in range of their attacks. Oh my god, this is genius. I love it. Oh, that's great. Love to see it. Alright, I'm gonna force myself to stop the stream there.